everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress. You cashing them.
Just like that. You know what time it is. All Purpose Podcast, Monday Night Live. We back in the building. Voice a little. Had a show yesterday. Salute to everybody that was out at Northwest Folk Life Festival. I had a ball. You know what I'm saying? Had a ball. You know what it is, man. Every Monday we right here giving you the real sports talk without all the corporate bullshit. You know what I'm talking about. I am Seven Da Pantha, of course, you know. The squad will be here shortly. You know, niggas got lives, man. Niggas got lives, man. So, you know, we make it do what it do. It's been a real interesting NBA playoffs, right, so far for me. I've been enjoying enjoying some of the surprises. You know what I'm saying? And I do want to say though, like, we doing a lot more stuff with visuals now on the pod. So I like, if you can, you know what I'm saying, either in the comments tonight or if you watch this after the night, how you feel about the addition of the video and pictorials and all of that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We trying to up the production value. I had a light blow. I haven't had an opportunity to replace it yet, so I look a little different tonight. It's a little darker than usual, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. Salute to everybody on Panther Politics Podcast Network. Monster Illicit, Mojo Barnes, P7, my guys over at Panther Politics Podcast. Salute to Soul the Interrogator. The Interrogation Room Podcast coming soon. We got a lot of fly stuff happening, man, and I'm real glad to just be in the midst of all of this dopeness happening. Yeah, as soon as the guys get here, man, we'll get busy. But how's everybody out there doing? Feel free to talk to me in the comments and you know what I mean? Let me know what's going on. Man. Yeah, I see that. So everybody on the same thing. Survival mode, man. I'm just trying to get it, man. I'm just trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying? There's a I don't know what to call it really. Somewhat of a cloud, you could say, hanging over everything. And it's only because people see things strangely and they respond to them in kind. So, you know, you gotta let it be what it be sometimes. But here we are. Ta-da. Phantom, what's good, family?
What's happening? Afternoon.
Man, just chilling. Man.
You sound super cool.
Yeah, I'm high as a kite right now. It's all good though. I had the day off today, so I got an opportunity to get some things done. But a lot of that just led to this. I'm good though. How you living, man? What's the weather like out there?
A little chilly, a little rainy. It's been raining all day.
Oh wow, y'all got that Washington shit going on out there. Okay,
Put that shit on me.
I'm just saying, man. Shit. It is what it is. Oh, do you watch Hard Knocks?
Of course I do.
Okay, yeah.
What kind of question is that?
We lost to the Angels. That's some bullshit. No, I was just curious. I mean, I know some cats that I know that are football fans, but they don't necessarily watch Hard Knocks. And I'm I don't know. I watch Hard Knocks. I watch quarterback. I watch receiver. I watch all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I watch quarterback and I watch the receiver. But Hard Knocks, I kind of keep. I always keep Hard Knocks. I might not catch every episode of it, but I record it and go back and look at it as much as I can.
I can dig it. I mean, I was to me, it seemed like, pardon me, as long as it's been around, that everybody should have been on Hard Knocks already. It kind of seemed that way, but there is a pretty strangely somewhat lengthy list of teams that haven't been.
Well,
I
there's
do.
reasons for that though.
True, very true, very true, very true, very true. Hell yeah. I mean, if you okay, let me ask you, the Panthers been on. Yeah, okay.
Nah, ain't been on no hard knock.
Panthers. Okay, so
Plus
I mean, I
everybody
would.
else. What happens is since Hard Knocks, inception of Hard Knocks, a lot of teams like the Panthers do like for theirs, they do something called the blueprint.
Right.
And they put that out on the website or on YouTube.
Oh, they
So
do
a
that.
lot of
Yeah, they do
teams
their own thing.
started doing their own thing, instead of HBO because they can control it a little better than HBO. If you go HBO, dog, they want as much access. They want all access.
No doubt. Well, now, from my understanding, I think Philly and Pittsburgh are supposed to be in the upcoming season. Um, from my understanding, from some things I've read, the Buffalo Bills have danced around Hard Knocks so many times. It don't make no sense.
Well, okay. Think back how it started, right? How it started, it used to be, it would used to be either teams that either won the Super Bowl,
Right.
kind of were in the mix of it or whatever, and then they would see could they chase another one or how close they were. Then it just went strictly for a point in time. That it went basically the bottom like 5 teams in the league.
Oh
Like
yeah.
a lot of them years, the bottom 5 teams in the league would really do it. They pick one of the bottom teams to use it as a rebuild.
True that. Yeah. So I mean, what up, Evan All Mightee?
Yo, what's
What is
good,
it?
E?
What's
What it
good
is?
with it? We was talking about Hard Knocks, man. Before we get into that, I mean, like, how you living, bro? Everything good?
Hey, everything is good, man. How was
No
y'all
doubt, no
weekend?
doubt. Oh man, you can see it on my face. It's written
hmm
all over my
hmm
face.
Good weekend.
Hey,
Good weekend.
no doubt, no doubt, no doubt. I got some recording done, man. Virtuoso EP on the way, produced by Van Guns.
I
It
saw
don't
some
stop, yo.
things.
It don't stop, yo. It don't stop. I just at the top started the show off, shouting out everybody that was at Northwest Folk Life Festival. Where I performed that yesterday. That shit was really cool. But yeah, we was talking about Hard Knocks, man, and I was laughing about some of the I mean, not really laughing about some of the teams that ain't been on there, but like I mean, but much like the Phantom was saying, when it started, it was really like the super dope teams, like teams that either just won the Super Bowl or teams that was in the hunt. And then just recently, it's kind of flip flopped the way it was something different going on. But it is an interesting list of teams that haven't been on there. And like I was saying, I think Philly, from what I understand, Philly and Pittsburgh supposed to be involved in this upcoming round of Hard Knocks. I'm not sure if it's going to be in season or before the season. So, but I know I was talking about the Bills dancing around it for a long time. The Patriots have danced around it for a long time. So I mean, just if you had your pick of a team that hasn't been there, if you want, I could read off the whole list of them. But of a team that hasn't been there that you'd like to see in Hard Knocks, who would it be?
You put the Commanders on there. They cool to see.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Young up and coming.
Yeah, they got a really young team too, for the most part. I think
hmm
they got a pretty nice blend now as
hmm
they're starting to move pieces around. But yeah, I feel that. Okay. Now, okay, none of our teams, none of our, well, yeah, well, I ain't gonna say that. One of our respective teams is still in the hunt there. But Phantom, I ain't even gonna say other than Carolina. Who would you like to see on Hard Knocks?
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good damn question. Who would have the cast of players and hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
Chiefs,
important.
the Chiefs would be interesting in general.
True that.
Too easy,
Yeah.
but they'd be interesting. I would like to see what the Bears look like.
I see that. I can see that. I can see that. Oh yeah, because they had a very interesting part of their rebuild. It's a very, 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 very interesting uh place they find themselves in right now. And just for the record, just so my man Rim still can hear me say it out loud, I'm very, very interested in seeing what the Chicago Bears do this year. For me, I'm thinking it's probably hear me out here, the Tennessee Titans, mainly because of Cam Ward. I feel like I went back and started watching some stuff because I feel like I said some things about Cam that may or may not have been fair previously. So I went back and watched some footage and was like, this kid can fucking play, like, you know what I'm saying? And the thing that stood out the most to me wasn't even anything physical that he did. It was a point in the game where they were kind of in a bad spot, and I saw everybody's heads kind of hanging, and he was like, "Yo, nah, come on, what y'all doing? This ain't over." You know what I'm saying? He pulled them together, made them tighten up, and they got to it and won the game. So like, you got to admire that. So I think I'd like to see how that young rookie leader coming in to the football team of veteran players. You know what I'm saying? How do you navigate that? It's always interesting, in my opinion, when you got a young quarterback trying to lead a bunch of older dudes. I think it's some fly shit though. Salute to you, Cam, man. Do your
Are we sure he's starting week 1?
That's a good question. Who else there?
Mayonnaise. I mean, Will Levis.
Yo, bro, I'm trying to tell you, that's hilarious. Yeah, Will Levis ain't bad, man. I think he's got great upside. I just think he has issues with consistency, and I just think he has limitations that will keep him from becoming more than just a serviceable backup quarterback in the NFL. Unfortunately, because when he's good, he's pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest. So yeah, that makes me think about something though.
Cleveland too, just because of the whole Shedeur Sanders thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Yeah, that would be dope.
Good.
Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah, that would be dope though. Hell yeah, absolutely. Oh man, hell yeah. I'd be interested in seeing. Before I even slide. Well, actually, this kind of leads into what I'm about to say next. I would love to see the Giants. Actually,
Me too.
I would love to see that because I want to see that quarterback room is interesting to me as well. I want to see how that plays out. But as things currently stand, I would have to assume that as things stand currently, that Russell Wilson would start day one. That's right now. It's hella early, obviously. Injuries happen. Jameis Winston could happen. Jackson Dart could happen. So you never know. And if I think I know a little bit about Brian Daboll, he's going to play the quarterback he think give him the best chance to win. Don't matter who that is. So, I'd love to see the Giants, but in thinking that, my question to you, Ev, would be, as far as the Giants go, as far as the NFC East goes, how do you rank the quarterbacks of the NFC East 1 to 4?
Philly, Washington, Dallas, New York.
Ooh. Okay. So you that's interesting.
This stage in his career, Dak Prescott is still a better quarterback than Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. And Jackson Dart is a rookie, and we don't even know what the hell he got. Your boy in Washington is better than all 3 of our quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts is better than all 3 of our quarterbacks. the boy in Washington and Jalen Hurts are better than Dak Prescott. So it's pretty easy. Pretty easy.
Oh shit. Okay. You know what? I can't even argue with that. I can't even argue with that. Oh my goodness. Okay. I see where you at. Okay, so in that case, Phantom, the NFC South. Now I know the NFC South is a bit somewhat of the same type of situation to a degree because there's a carousel going on in New Orleans. But outside of that, how do you rank the NFC South? Boy.
How it looks on the damn screen.
Word? Okay.
How it looks on the screen. I can't. I mean, I can't in good conscience put Bryce over Baker Mayfield just yet. I can't do it just yet. I haven't seen enough of Michael Penix yet to do it either.
I feel
Even though his upside is pretty well, and I don't know what the hell New Orleans got. So
New Orleans don't know what the hell New Orleans got. Sheesh. I feel for them. I swear I do. I feel for them. I mean, I do, but I don't.
If you're telling me all potential and talent, then I reverse that the whole other way. Then
Potential and talent, you got who? Penix number one, or Bryce number one?
Moving forward, I have Bryce, Penix, Baker, and then New Orleans.
And it's crazy that you could just say New Orleans. That's
New
just
Orleans.
what it is.
Yeah. Whoever they got.
Well,
I don't know
my
who it is.
situation is I think this picture is almost right. I mean, it's easy to say Bo Nix is better than Geno Smith. It's easy to say that. But realistically speaking, Bo Nix had a better team that he was playing with than Geno Smith did.
For sure.
Not to mention he had a better coach. Like, just being honest. At this juncture, at this particular moment, if you put them both in a room and said, okay, this team has to go to the playoffs this year, which one of these guys is playing quarterback for you? I'm probably gonna play Geno Smith first. Only because I already know what to expect. And we talk about the dreaded sophomore slump. Year 2's coming up, Bo. Now they had a whole year to watch you. Let's see what happens. I'm not saying that they're gonna catch up with you and it's going, I'm just saying it could. It could. Every other quarterback in the division has multiple years under their belt. The time when people would have figured out who they was and caught up, that shit done been passed and they done slid past it. So, but other than that, obviously Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the division, bar none. He's probably the best quarterback to put 2 cleats on his feet. So, Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert is another one of those talented potential guys, to a degree. He's really, really good, but what is it translated into is the question. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it as far as that go. Like these niggas, I don't know. I'm never gonna be happy about this Geno Smith thing. I promise. I'm not gonna ever be happy about it. I'm never gonna be happy about it. But it is what it is. You know what does make me happy? I'm gonna tell you what makes me happy. It makes me happy when I see somebody just get like when I see somebody just get sunned and shit. Like I was watching, what the hell was I watching? I was watching something and I heard somebody say, "Oh no, she didn't." And I was like, "What do you mean? No, who didn't what?" He's talking about Kelsey Plum. Who hit Angel Reese with the "You Too Small." Hit Angel Reese with the "You Too Small" after she took her to the hole like that. I mean, and when you see, this is the thing for me, and this is what makes something else that I seen start to feel true. Somebody was like, "Yo, man, I don't know what you think is going on here, but Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Yo. She hates her." I said, but It was like, nah, you can say whatever you want to say, but at the end of the day, there's visual proof. Like all you got to do is look at her face when she's around her. She hates that girl. Don't know why, but she does. And it led me back to something that Ev said previously about Angel Reese overreacting, and I was like, yeah, you kind of got a point there. So here's the thing, though. Caitlin Clark ain't never hit her with the "you too small," but she ain't run up on Kelsey Plum like that. I mean, wonder why that might be.
She don't want to
Wonder
get her
why
face
that.
messed
You know
up.
what, bro? She don't want to get her face messed up. Yeah, look,
Kelsey Plum.
Here's Plum, a hop in her step. Plum, the blow by in the left hand. By Stevens.
The drive by Plum. Once she gets by Reese, it's over.
Smoked. Oh man,
Shorty's not a good basketball player. I will say it. I've said it before. Shorty's not a good basketball player. She's just a really tall girl with tenacity. And that's enough to compete in the WNBA because sometimes they have a lack of tenacity. Um, she will go get you a rebound. She'll get you 2 rebounds. She'll get you 12 rebounds. 6 of them will be her shots. Um, it just is what it is. When you see a more athletic person around Angel Reese, she looks like she's not on par with the rest of the ladies. When she's around a more polished, more athletic person, they make her look silly. She doesn't have the coordination at times to hang with a lot of these people, and maybe that'll come with more practice. But if you're going to practice looking good and wearing booty shorts and lashes and weaves and be in places that you ain't supposed to be, you should be in the gym, shorty. Ain't nobody told you you need to be in the kitchen. You act like everybody's telling you to get in the kitchen. We're not telling you to get in the kitchen. We're telling you to get in the paint and perfect your craft so that you don't seem as if you're just overreacting and just being a nuisance on the court. It's basketball, baby. You're going to get fouled. You're going to get knocked down. You're going to get dunked on. You're going to get ran through. It's basketball, baby. And yes, you're not above the game and you can be touched too. You can be knocked to the ground, baby. You ain't above the game.
believe that.
No, so
Believe.
she's going to have to come down to earth for a little bit. You don't like Caitlin because she's down on the ground and all she do is play ball. She gets State Farm commercials and she's just her in the commercial. She ain't got to put on no extra face. She ain't got to put on no extra hair. She don't have to put on no extra nothing. She's just herself and she gets the same amount of money that you get. Come down, baby, and just play some ball. And everything will be forgiven. All will be forgiven if she just plays ball and turns into the player that she could be with her stature.
Yeah, I feel you.
Only time we talk about her, man, is when somebody's trying to hype up what she's doing to make it seem as if she's a great basketball player. Oh, she got 20 rebounds. Okay, that's great. She turned the ball over 6 times, and 8 of those 20 rebounds were her own missed shots. She's doesn't hit free throws very well, doesn't go to the line a lot because she's not very coordinated. The only other time you hear about the girl is when she's upset because of something Caitlyn did. So I got to hear Caitlyn's name in order to hear your name and not what you're doing. Stop it. I don't want to hear Caitlyn's name in reference to your name anymore. I just want you to go out there and put the smash on so that we can say Angel Reese puts the smash down like we do Asia or any one of these other girls. We shouldn't have to talk about what you look like or your rivalry with Caitlyn in order for you to be relevant. So we've gone long enough. It's time to stop it, yo.
What up, Malcolm? Oh man. I don't know, Phantom. You got you got anything you'd like to add, brother?
Nah, I think I'll stay out of that one.
I don't. I'd love to see what everybody said they saw. Like I'd love to see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I don't know, man. Like, I can see where I can see where some of the backlash come from. Cause like you said, it's like I saw the one video of you working with Lisa Leslie, and that was dope. And I was like, if that's who you working with all summer, you about to be nice.
You about to be nice.
But in my brain, after what I'm seeing you doing right now, it leads me to believe it was just that one time. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't follow up with and continue.
Just for the looks, bro. Just to get the heat off of you, just for the looks. I'm working, y'all. Hey, and matter of fact, check out my eyelashes. Girl, get out of here.
And I would love to see her. Angel, I just want you to play well enough to justify the attitudes you got. If you play well enough, nobody will care that you
won't care
that you G'd up because you
won't
playing
care
and backing that
you
up. So just
killing them.
Yeah.
You're killing them out there. We won't say a
Jeez,
word to you,
man.
baby. Just what old girl say. This is a perfect example of, because she's not talking about anything political. She's not talking about anything progressive. She's not even necessarily talking about women's rights. She only speaks about that when she feels like she's being objectified, when she objectifies herself. So if you're not speaking on any of these issues, this actually is a perfect moment to say, please be quiet and just dribble. Go play ball. Go do what we, are familiar with you doing, as being a very large woman and playing ball. Go do your thing, man. And all of this will go away if you just go play ball.
Man, that's yeah. You can't even front on that. I mean, that's in my personal opinion. I just think that there's and I hate it when I hear people say, "Listen, man, the one thing we can't do is pretend like Caitlin Clark can't play basketball." That's some bullshit. If y'all trying to sell that narrative, you're lying to yourself.
Already can play, yo. Just give it up.
Yeah, she nice. Like, it is what it is. And the iller part of that is a lot of the shit that people got a problem with. She has nothing to do with what you got a problem with. It's the people that those people. It ain't no different than people having an issue with a particular artist or something. Like, it ain't really the artist you got a problem with. 9 times out of 10, it's the artist fans you got a problem with, because they are so
obnoxious,
incapable of being objective. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of Caitlin Clark's fans are the same. Like, they talking about she's got to be top 5. She's not one of the top 5 best players in the WNBA. Stop playing with yourself.
Not yet.
No, she's not. Not yet. She getting there. She'll get there if she keep progressing her game. But she ain't there yet.
Not yet.
It's too many that's already done too much for you to even play like that. So that. But yeah, that don't mean she ain't do her props though. Shorty can hoop. So like she can hoop. We gotta stop playing, man.
Yeah, just stop playing with it. It's getting a little old at this point. If Shorty couldn't hoop, we'd be talking about something different and be unjust and be undue. But hey, she hold her water. So hold your water, baby, and just keep doing what you do and improve on your game to the point where, like Sev said, hey, you be like Deion Sanders. You talk a lot, you can back it up.
Absolutely.
You got to be able to do it.
I'm glad you said that. Glad you said that. Because I know somebody that like to talk. I know 2 somebodies that like to talk. And I'm very, very glad that they finally backed it up. Very, very glad that they finally backed it up. Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
I'll take that.
Anthony Edwards finished with a game high 30, 12 of 17 from the field, 5 of 8 for 3. Oh my goodness. 9 boards, 6 assists, 2 steals in 30 minutes. He was a plus 36 for the game. Jules was a plus 38, 24 points, 9 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 4 boards and 3 dimes in 30 minutes. Like, as long as they keep doing this, if they can keep doing this, and they showed me something. If you hurry up and punch Oklahoma City in the mouth, hurry up and do it. Like, hurry up and do it. Like, don't wait. Get in their shit from the jump. It can absolutely positively change the complexion of the game. Without a question. 143 to 101. You couldn't have told you. There's no way you could have convinced me that was going to be the outcome of that. There's no way. There's no way you could have convinced me of that. What was your first thought after game 3?
I still thought no different about it. I thought that OKC shut it down, which is why you saw the such a gap in the score. Is that OKC shut it down at some point? They didn't play a full game, and you ain't gonna beat Minnesota not playing a full game. And I think some of the outward criticism that has been out there for SGA as far as his foul baiting, I think it didn't transfer over to Minnesota. Once they went to Minnesota, he didn't get as many calls as he would normally get, and that also helped keep the boys out of foul trouble early and keep him off the line early, because that's how he is a foul merchant. You know, he's going to get to that line, and if he gets there early, they're going to go up by 10, 11, 12 points, and it's hard to come back on them because of their defense.
No doubt.
So, you know, in Minnesota, you know, I'm happy to see that the game has a little bit better of a flow. You can see that because the whistle, you know, they kind of holding the whistle a little bit on SGA when he goes to the rim, and he's modified that because he got 27 points tonight, and he's making it look easy. He's not really trying to draw fouls or anything. He's just in there hooping, like I like to see. So I still think this is anybody's series at this particular point. If Minnesota goes down tonight, I'm going to start leaning heavily towards Oklahoma City. Minnesota's got to win this game tonight, win this game at home. The home teams in this series have, you know, OKC went out and was strong in both of their home games. Minnesota has to win this. Gotta win this game because OKC's defense is as build is mighty. You can frustrate a player like Anthony Edwards, bro, and make him say that they got the gaps all covered up. A player like Anthony Edwards that can jump from anywhere and dunk on anybody. Yeah, y'all playing a great brand of defense.
Number one defense in the league.
They're gonna three themselves out of this game though if they keep doing that. Shooting a lot of 3-pointers tonight. They're keeping it close, but it's gonna be tight. Down by 3 with 3 seconds left in the third.
Down by 5.
5 now? Oh, yeah, you ahead of me. I just saw him score. 90-85 going into the fourth.
I mean, I got OKC in 6, regardless of what happened tonight. I just don't see it.
They look strong.
I was absolutely positively astounded by that game that Minnesota played. And I was like, you know what? It ain't gonna be this year, but the very next time y'all do this, it's gonna matter. Like, it ain't that it don't matter right now. Like, you gotta put up a fight, but it ain't gonna happen this year. But at some point, that game y'all just had, you're gonna play it again. And it's gonna matter. And it's gonna matter on some either this the Western Conference Finals and we trying to get to the ring, or we finally got out the Western Conference Finals and this for all the chips. Like, this game gonna happen again, and the next time it'll matter. Right now, you needed it to happen just to show that you was putting up a fight. Yeah, I don't see. I can't imagine an alternate universe where the Minnesota Timberwolves win this series. I can't see it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see it. I don't know. Who we got? Let me think.
Yeah, this is
Their
defense. Their defense is stellar.
Mighty. Yeah, it's mighty. Real deal. Where they playing Julius Randle, he can't even dribble the ball. He's about to turn the ball over every single time they give him the ball. He can't even put the ball on the court. They are very quick to double team, and they are switching picks very, very effectively. because they're young and they got long athletes, so they're everywhere. Like, Anthony Edwards said in the first game, they're everywhere because they are. So they mighty.
Jalen Williams has been doing his thing on both sides of the court. Damn,
I like that kid.
I do too. The more the playoffs go, the more I see him. I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like my boy.
He's an important part. Like I don't think people realize as the season was going how important of a part of that offensive system he is. Everybody has a part to play, and if you watch them enough, and that's the reason why the numbers can go up and down. Like Shea gonna get his regardless, but that's the reason why Chet might have 15 tonight. He might have 27 tomorrow night. He might have 12 the next night, but he got 14 rebounds this night, 20 rebounds this night. You know what I'm saying? Like 6 blocks this night, because what we calling on you to do is something different, but you have a part to play. And it's going to be one of these two things. It just depends on how this thing match up. And we're going to need you to focus on that.
Mm-hmm.
Play defense, get boards tonight. Stay in them. They'll put the ball in the hole. You just do the dirty work. Or we got the advantage down there. Here you go. Take them to school. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they were very smart in how they put their team together. And I don't think anybody realized it till it was too late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think maybe a few people was like, oh shit, you see what they doing over there? But overall, because it didn't like manifest like explosively, you know what I'm saying? I think Oklahoma City was able to construct this thing that they have going under everybody's nose and nobody saw it coming. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they better watch.
I need Chet Holmgren to tighten up on defense though.
Oh yeah,
He been letting some shit slide in this game. And I'm gonna need him to goddamn tighten up on that defensive end.
Oh, that's gonna be I think that's gonna be an X factor, regardless of who they end up playing in the finals. It's his defense in particular. Let's think about it. If they play the Knicks, who you put on Cat, Hartenstein or Chet? 9 times out of 10 it'll be Chet.
Nah, that's gonna be Hartenstein on that.
Hartenstein more than likely.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna put the. They're gonna put the. Hartenstein just seems to be a little bit more physical to me.
Well, yeah, he can run too. So I mean, I was thinking about Chet's athleticism, but at the end of the day, Hartenstein is pretty athletic too. So
yeah, athletic.
Because Cat ain't gonna have you in the paint too much. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
exactly.
I want to use Hartenstein's fouls up before I use Chet's fouls up.
Thanks.
Hartenstein ain't trying to even worry about scoring. You ever talking about that? He ain't worried about scoring. He needs to though.
He should.
He should. They trying him like shit. Shoot it. They trying him.
Shoot the ball, bro.
Yeah, you might as well go and shoot that.
Yeah, shoot it.
Yeah. Now, that though leaves Chet on either OG or Josh Hart.
Josh Hart is going to outman him, and OG's gonna make him look like he's standing in quicksand sometimes. You know, but they have to play with consistency in order to do that, because Chet plays a pretty even game the whole game. He plays a very consistent brand of basketball, so he do what he do. So you're gonna have to do what you do the entire game.
But we talking about a nigga doing what they do. He ain't doing the entire game, but Anthony Towns did his motherfucking thing in game 3.
20 points in one quarter.
You feel me? Dropped 20 in the fourth. He matched the Pacers' entire scoring output during that whole span. It was like 6 of 9 from the field, 3 or 4 from deep, 5 or 6 at the line, and had 8 boards.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, he wasn't fucking around. Cat was not playing with them. And Jalen Brunson said, the wild thing is, I was sitting there. I had the best seat in the house. I was supposed to be out there, but with the fouls, I couldn't do it. But I had the best seat in the house to watch what happened. That was a clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
he made that entire team look like an AAU basketball team. One man.
Yeah.
Playing like he's supposed to play, playing mix-up basketball, because he can shoot the 3, and he can also dunk on you. And he showed in one quarter what he's supposed to be doing for a whole game.
That part,
And
right
if he
there.
could string it
Yeah.
together for a game, bro, but I don't think that his conditioning is good enough for that. Cat needs to be in better condition. You can see him laboring at points during the game. And I don't think he's healthy either. But he's just not,
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah.
yeah, it's just not being, you know, talked about, but I don't think he's completely healthy either. He's picking and choosing when to turn it on and turn it off for sure. You can see it.
All right, you better hope. You better hope they able to carry it through, because you ain't gonna be able to do that when it's go time. When it's
Mm-mm.
for real go time. You ain't gonna be able to do it.
Robinson doesn't make that big a difference. Inserting him in the starting lineup really didn't make that big a difference. It was more Tibbs going to the eighth and ninth man on the bench that made more of a difference for us. So you can sprinkle Robinson in there. OG does a good job, but if we make it through, we make it through. And if it's OKC that we have to play a team that's high tempo, energy team, Tip's gonna have to play like we played last game. You're gonna have to play 9, 10 people, yo. Like for real.
Yeah.
You got to.
Keep the people fresh that's gonna win the game for you.
Yeah, you got to, bro.
Keep the people fresh that's gonna win the game for you. That's how. Man, look, I was thinking about this the other day.
Ooh.
Yeah, that look crazy.
What happened? Oh shit, my I can't get my TV to do right. Oh man, I don't know.
Mm.
I want to see the Knicks in the finals. I didn't want to see this series go 7 games. The series going 7 games worries me.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes 7, I'm worried. But seeing the Knicks bounce back the way they did in Indiana was big. I was like, okay. And I don't think people realize how much the road teams have got busy in the playoffs this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this has been crazy. Home court advantage ain't meant quite as much this playoff
Nah.
run. So
And the Knicks always play better on the road. For some reason, we don't play as well at MSG. I don't know what that is. But historically, on the road, we play much better. We win. We come to spoil you on the road, but at home, it get kind of tight. I guess it's the energy and the atmosphere, or the expectation. I don't know what it is, but team get a little bit more tight when we're playing at the Garden. So I expected them to go on the road and do pretty well.
I can dig it. Hell yeah, I can dig it. So I'm curious. What has been the one thing especially in the I don't think I'm super duper surprised by anything I've seen in the Minnesota Oklahoma City series as of yet. But the Knicks Indiana series has been somewhat shocking to me in several ways. I don't know. What have you seen in either of these series? Now the whole OKC Minnesota thing is just me, but like, is there anything that you've seen thus far in either of these conference finals up to this Game 3 run that we up to that has been like a surprise that you didn't expect?
If another superstar would consider going to Indiana, they're coming out of the East 90% of the time. They're young, they run, and Tyrese Halliburton is a whole problem. To me, he's just as good as SGA. The way that he gets to the rim whenever he feels like it, topped off with a 3-point shot that he can go from dribbling to throwing it up in 0.5 seconds. I don't know what you do with that. He's going to get his buckets. Shut everybody else down because that man going to drop 30. He like that now. I didn't watch a lot of Indiana throughout the year because they're not a big market team, so you don't see them all the time. But I am genuinely impressed with the Pacers squad. They got a great team all together, and they got a great superstar at the top of it, and they seem like they are maybe just one piece off. Even with the great team that they have, they seem like they may be just one piece off from being OKC in the East. It's going to be interesting to see how they move in the future, being a small market team, if they can get one more piece or maybe bulk it up in the draft.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Okay. Oh,
Not
yeah.
surprised with the Knicks at all. We doing what we do. Knicks are doing what they do. Scrappy team. You know,
They're
you
doing Knicks
don't
things.
know every game if they're gonna win it or lose it. It's the Knicks show is what they do.
The Knicks are doing Knicks things. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What about you, Vanna?
West Series, I wanted it to go big. I wanted it to go 7. Wanted it to. I wanted it to. But I had it in the back of my mind. I'm thinking to myself, nah, not gonna happen. Unless Anthony Edwards just turns into damn fucking Super Jordan Jr.
He said
If
Super Jordan.
Super Jordan Jr.
Rudy Gobert gets channels somebody. I don't know who.
What I tell you about Rudy Gobert before this series started, we needed to see the DPOY super with a cape on Rudy Gobert. In order to make some sort of difference, you're gonna have to see a Rudy Gobert that is just housing Holmgren and Hartenstein. And he's playing well. He's playing well. He's playing all right, but not DPOY all right. And he's gotta do that for them to get out of this series, and I don't think he can. Not consistently.
In the East?
Mm-hmm.
Well, game 1 and game 3 either could have went either way. But I'm gonna look at game 3. Yeah, the Knicks gave up game 1. With game 3, Indiana gave that game away.
Yes, sir.
They gave that game away.
Mm-hmm.
They should have walked that game. They should have walked that game out.
Mm-hmm. I'm
You
with you on that.
You had Cat in foul trouble. You had Brunson in foul trouble. You was walking into the second half with a goddamn, I forgot what the lead was at that time. I was like, oh,
13 points.
Yeah, 13
it was 18.
I had a text message ready to send in the group chat. When I saw that shit, I said, ooh. I
did too.
I was going to call Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Sung, or Shane Halliburton.
Yeah, because he real. Yeah, he real. All it took was for me to see Spider tell his entire stadium to kill that noise for me to accept it. At that point, I accepted it, yo. Another superstar told all of his people, chill.
I'm hyping this nigga.
Like,
yo,
stop.
yeah,
Man, y'all killing me, yo. He killing me out here. Y'all hyping him up.
That's crazy.
I totally get it.
But I think I'm thinking Indiana, man, can close this thing out.
If they continue to do what they've been doing.
If they play like they played in the first 2 games, it'll be extremely hard for New York to win this series.
If they go up and win, Indiana's going to win.
Especially the first half of the first 3 damn quarters of game 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, because it's always the thing I always go back to. Is Tibbs gonna Tibbs? I keep going back to
it. If he see the result of playing more people is positive, I would hope he don't be the dummy to say, well, it's okay. I'm gonna just do what I'm used to doing.
I just hope Karl Anthony Towns finally sees that can't nobody on Indiana's team hold him. Not one single person on their team can hold you, bro. Nobody. Not one dude on the court can hold you 1 through 5, bro. All you got to do is go out there and play that game. That's all you got to do. Drive. He shoots excellent from the line. Drive the ball, bro. Quit trying to take dribble step back 3-pointers every single time, bro, and drive the ball, dog.
Think he James Harden.
For real, they can't hold you, man. Yeah. You just saw that they can't hold you, bro.
I seen something the other day, and it was this kid. He's like 22 years old. He said, I never knew that it was gonna be my generation that made traveling okay in basketball. And I was like, oh shit. He said, no. He said, pay close attention. Now you can do this legally. He showed the play. Person did the 1-2 layup legal. He said, you can even do this legally. He showed a Euro step. Okay, boom, boom. Okay, it's still 2 steps. But these motherfuckers be doing this. And he showed like 20 back-to-back clips of niggas traveling like hell. And I was bro, they don't never call that shit.
Carrying either. Carrying either. They don't call carrying on the ball, palming the ball either. Nope. Do whatever they want to do. John Morant palmed the ball every single time he got the John Morant palmed the ball.
Yep.
Well, his generation didn't start that shit.
Oh, no.
Ours did.
Oh, yeah.
Allen Iverson.
Allen
was carrying the ball damn near
carrying
every
like
time.
a motherfucker.
We know that. we know that.
Carrying like a son.
That's the only way to get somebody shook out their shoes that way is to totally sell it.
Bro.
Yeah, it was a totally sell it.
It just became a regular thing, and they started teaching this shit. Yeah, I did this shit, and James Harden did it, perfected the shit. Like, motherfucker, that's a travel.
That's a travel, bro. That is a travel, bro.
Remember now, hey, y'all played. Well, I don't play it as much no more, but I used to play it in the day. But you remember when they actually started putting the gather step in the fucking video games?
Oh yeah.
Like, what the fuck is the gather step?
Made it damn near ridiculous to be able to hit a fucking layup in the game.
That part. Like,
no, you had it made it hard as fuck to stop it because if you hit the gather step, the motion would start. You had the rim, and you got to be at the rim. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I'm scoring every time, bro.
You trying to block the shot? You already took off. All he doing is gathering. Now you don't
flew way past. Yeah, you flew way past, brother. And it looked like that in the NBA right now, except that they don't learn not to even jump. When the person's coming downhill at them, people don't even jump. That's why you don't see a whole bunch of people getting dunked on no more. It's because why jump? They coming straight to the rim. They rarely call a charge. You got to lose a tooth to get a charge these days. They want people to score. So that's just the league that why am I going to stop the ball on a play where we might get some oohs and ahs in the alley-oop because he carried? Nah, let the play continue. That's where we at now. Entertainment basketball.
Well, the offensive fouls have actually gone up because of the replay assistance and changing the calls around, especially for the playoffs. They definitely they've been really, really big. About
I'm happy to see it.
Calls.
I'm good to see it. I would say that of the 3 major sports, I think basketball gets it right more often than not. Football, hell, sometimes they don't even fucking make a call for you to even do anything with. Baseball's arbitrary as hell too. So
baseball, is the worst.
It's the worst. Yeah, it's the worst, bro. They the worst. We can see it on TV. We can see it in the stands, and on the field, they can't seem to see it. But
and they blatantly say they want the human element in it.
Yeah, no, yeah, they do. Yeah, they want to keep it traditional, but the hell with technology, we don't even need an ump behind the plate anymore. But they ain't gonna take that out. But I think basketball does a real good job. I think their replay system is really, they get it right more often than not. They get it right. And they haven't been. Don't like what?
I don't like that after the NBA report where we got that one wrong. Motherfucker, what the fuck? That don't mean shit. We lost the goddamn game, man.
Right.
You know.
Don't be copping no pleas after the game after you made us lose. I did lose 107-100. Yeah, 7 minutes left.
Hey, NFL just say fuck it. NFL, if you ever see NFL just say fuck it. We don't say we got it wrong. They just be like, well, that was the call on the field, so we didn't see enough evidence to change it. Like, motherfucker, what?
They changed it at the end of the season. They announced all the rule changes at the end of the season. That's how the NFL do, yo.
Oh yeah.
We know we missed
we know they just got that shit off, but
next year, next year, it's a wrap.
Yeah, no more of that shit.
No more of that. No more of that.
I'm
glad that we see that the tush push is back in play for the season.
Oh, yeah.
Green Bay tried to get Philly, catch Philly.
They tried to get Philly the fuck out of here.
They tried to get them again. Green Bay was the first team. They did it the last time. Green Bay filed a petition the last time to do it. They was trying to get rid of it, but the tush push is back in in
That was
action.
crazy.
I don't see how you stop it. I totally understand what some people are saying. Your quarterback benches more than your damn running. I mean, your running back. I mean, squats more than your running back. I don't know what you can't stop it. So, hey,
I have a
Saquon,
theory.
how would you stop it? I was talking
I
to
have
a
a
dude at
theory.
work about that. How would you stop the tush push?
Okay, I have a theory. But now this is the problem with this theory. It's gonna be some pissed off linemen.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be some pissed off linemen.
You going for knees? What you doing?
You goddamn right.
I'm thinking as much. Yeah, we
Oh,
chopping.
yeah.
Because
Off
I
to
got no
Wilson.
choice. I got no choice. I got the line because see, you going through A gap, usually through A gap, B gap, or directly A gap, B gap off the center's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, if you're going A gap, B gap off center's ass, that means you got to have. They usually put one in the A, one in the B, and the nose is sitting right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally, I mean, and this is the part about it that's gonna fuck it up. You literally just gonna have to say, "Hey, center, look here. I don't give a fuck about that ball. When that ball snap, I'm headed for them legs."
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
want
And
you
it's
to
the
know.
old, and it's the old. I mean, it's the old school creator Powell possibly.
Yeah. Because the center's not going to let you go for his legs. He's going to get down up on top of your shoulder pads and try to push you underneath him, which is going to raise him up, which is he's going to lose leverage. It ain't going to work the same. So you're going to have to chop.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to chop that because I mean, it's one of them weird things. You have to chop it as best you can because I'm like, yo, anything like you can't. You find, I mean, find your stoutest, shortest, stout lineman you can get.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That'd
real.
probably be the
That's real.
dude at work said that you probably run a 4 linebacker set and chop. He said the same thing. He said put 4 linebackers in the game, and God forbid they decide to play action your ass and actually throw the ball or something. You're gonna be short. But put 4 linebackers in the game, 2 safeties, chop at the line, and just send all of your dudes up high to try to take somebody's head off. Somebody's gonna get hurt trying to stop the tush push. Basically, is what he said. If it's still in the game and it comes down to you needing a few inches to score a pivotal touchdown, somebody gonna get hurt, bro, because you ain't taking it out the game. They gonna scheme to try to stop it. So
I wouldn't
hey,
even put 4 linebackers. I wouldn't even put 4 linebackers in there. I
what would
wouldn't
you
even
do? Load it down with defensive
I,
linemen?
I would have to because it's primarily an A and B gap play because I've never seen it go anywhere else other than A and B gap up the center's ass that way.
It's wherever the gap open on the
That's what
tush
I'm
push.
saying. Typically, that's where it is. If you look back at it, typically it's A or B gap up off the center's ass. Now they can fake it, but I would actually probably put a couple more down linemen on there. Or how would I roll? Because I'm thinking it in my head because I'm like, shit, I can keep. I can kind of do a variation of like a nickel defense maybe. Because we know a defense that I thought about originally, but that would just fuck it. That would just fuck the defense up. And I don't know how much I know about the old 4-6 Bear defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So if you know that, a variation of that, just me thinking about it on the fly like that. I'm like, damn, you would have to kill that. You would have to kill center, and both guards to try to make that work.
Yeah, you
Oh
going
yeah.
if you
Oh,
ran
yeah.
a variation of a 4-6 defense, what you adding 2 more down linemen, an extra linebacker, and 2 safeties?
A variation of that is like I'm
Yeah.
thinking of a big nickel. You know, like when they do a
Yeah,
buffalo
like
nickel with a
the
big nickel,
Buffalo nickel.
the
Yeah.
big nickel
Okay.
package,
Yeah.
because they can
Yeah.
run. Because then let's just say they fake it and then
Single
you
coverage
got
on wide receiver is gonna be your only problems. You're gonna have single
yeah
coverage on your
single
wides.
coverage on wide receivers,
Yeah,
or
that'd be the only problem.
at worst you have a tight
Oh.
end that comes out and releases.
Yeah, getting covered by a defensive lineman or a slower footed linebacker, possibly. Would be your only, and they would have to start doing it once teams start, queuing in. I mean, because it's a deadly move, man. Within a yard. If I need to score a touchdown at the end of the game, bro, I got 2 opportunities to do it. I'm not throwing the ball. I'm gonna do the tush push twice, and
I
dare you to stop
would
it,
do the tush
like
push twice.
twice, bro,
Yeah.
like twice.
Hey,
Nothing saying I can't do it. Hey, it's
okay.
a wrap.
Check it.
But
I got it.
see,
I
I
got
would
it.
have.
I got it. Okay. Go ahead.
I was gonna ask this question. I would have to look. I would have to go back at some point in time when we get to football season, or sometime when I get some time.
Hmm.
I would have to see if Philly does any variations of the tush push to run off offset passes
Hmm.
or audible to pass. I would have to go back and find that out to see how many times how what they do out of it.
With Saquon
I
Barkley
know. I think I've
in the
seen him do it
backfield,
once.
I've seen him do it once. I've seen
Yeah.
him do a
I think I've done
pitch.
once.
It was a pitch to the right
Yeah.
off of a
Yeah.
tush push. And with Saquon Barkley in the background and all them damn linemen that you're gonna bring in to do a tush push, that's about as damn deadly as a tush push. Like you concentrated on the middle of the line and all of a sudden the big bastard's running around the outside. It sucks. It's just a difficult play to defend. I see why Green Bay been trying to get them to outlaw it,
Yeah. Green
So
Bay ain't playing around with that.
they ain't playing. They don't want it. They don't want it. They don't want it, man. They're like,
Green Bay ain't trying to hear
yo,
that shit.
we
Oh
ain't
my
trying to
goodness.
hear it. But hey, kudos to the offensive mavens that know how to design and construct plays to make it do what it do. Stop it. Like Saquon says. Saquon says, stop it. Get a Cam
Oh
Chancellor.
yeah. Good. Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Troy
Yeah.
Polamalu,
Woo.
somebody with, just perfect timing. Ray Lewis.
Oh, so check it. I got a scenario for y'all. So okay, so this is okay, hear me out. There are no safeties involved in this scenario. Okay. There is 2 minutes left in the game. The offense has the ball. The quarterback is Justin Herbert. The 2 wide receivers are Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Who are your 2 corners? Keep in mind, they don't have safeties. What 2 corners are you going to put out on these islands with Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase? I already know what one of the answers is absolutely positively going to be from each one of you, probably.
Jalen Ramsey is going to be one of them.
Ooh.
And Junior from Denver. Give me Junior from Denver. I'll be all right with them 2 being out there.
Yes, too. No doubt.
I know at worst I'm gonna get a pass interference and we're gonna go to the half-yard line.
I feel it. Okay. Who you taking, fam?
I'm finna shout the shit out y'all.
Who you going with?
PS2.
Okay.
Travis Hunter.
First year?
Ooh.
Straight out the box, Travis Hunter?
Ooh. Okay.
Sauce would have been my other one, but I'm gonna go.
I had sauce in the mix with PS2. PS2 done jumped up there over Sauce for me.
Ooh, Sauce Gardner is definitely one of mine.
Yeah, Sauce. PS2 showed me enough to get up over Sauce.
I think yeah, but my 2 was gonna be PS2 and Sauce Gardner. Those are my 2. Yeah. Give me the 2 young boys.
What about your boy down in Dallas that got hurt? Diggs.
Diggs?
No,
nah,
he
cool.
flew too much. He flew too much.
Yeah.
He bite first.
He take too many risks, man.
He first moved too much.
He takes too.
If he ever fixes that, or maybe he need to get with Prime. Like he's of all the cornerbacks out there that I think would benefit from locking in with Prime for a summer. It's damn Diggs. Like he got the hands, he got the ball awareness. You can just juke him out his shoes on that first move. Unfortunately, he thinks that he gonna be able to catch up, but Diggs, he was up there for me until the young boy started really doing the do.
I'm trying to
PS2 showed me a lot, man. PS2
now
showed
hold
me
up
a lot.
Now let me explain myself because apparently I might need to. PS2 is gonna be on. You said Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, right? PS2 is on Justin Jefferson.
Mm-hmm. That's
Absolutely.
what I got on JJ.
Travis Hunter is on Jamar Chase.
I can see that.
That's exactly. I'm putting them because
I
they
can see
match
that.
body type. He ain't gonna run away from Travis Hunter.
Oh yeah,
No.
no doubt. No doubt.
He ain't running away from him.
I had
think
Jalen
Sauce just as
Ramsey
fast.
on Jamar
I
Chase.
think Sauce
Somebody
might.
that
I
punch him
think
in the
Sauce
mouth.
going just as fast as Travis Hunter.
He probably is.
Mm-hmm.
Now see, Jalen Ramsey got the advantage of Jalen Ramsey's like he's a big corner.
He's
like
a strong
he's
corner.
not a little dude. Like he's
Yeah, he's a
you know what I'm
big
saying.
corner.
He's not like Dante Wesley big, but he's you know
He's a
what I'm saying. But
strong
he's
corner.
not a little nigga. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. He's gonna put
He's like
hands
6
on you.
feet tall. He's strong, and yes, he will put his hand.
He'll
Yeah,
put
hey,
hands on you.
mm-hmm. Chuck you at the line, bro. It
And
ain't
that's what
nothing
you
to
got
it.
to do to Jamar Chase. If you don't put a hand on Jamar Chase, it's a touchdown.
Oh yeah, you gotta disrupt him.
It's a wrap. You have to disrupt him. If you don't, if you just give him space to get off, if he catch the ball, it's a wrap.
Who was the one they used to call Toast? Elvis Patterson? What was his name? The corner? Elvis Patterson, the corner. They called that nigga Toast. I was like, yo, that's cold blooded.
That's about bad as
That's
street
the worst
clothes.
nickname you want as a corner. Good
As a
God.
corner. That's about bad as street clothes. When they call Anthony
You
Davis
feel
street
me?
clothes,
Exactly.
that's
That's
cold blooded.
crazy. Oh man, like I be thinking sometimes about like
That
when
damn
we having that
SJ
best
and the free throw
cornerback
line.
conversation, and people say, yo, you know, I'm like, honestly speaking, I think it's harder to say who's the best cornerback. I think it's harder to say who the best corner is than it is to say who the best quarterback is. You know why? Because they are one of the worst lines I've ever heard said in my life is men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Numbers do lie. They lie a whole fucking lot. All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers lie more than anybody. But the problem is you judge it by numbers. So if you judge it by numbers, it narrows it down to just a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm being honest with myself, if you look beyond those couple of people that the numbers whittle it down to, and just think about what you saw, it starts to change like it's cornerbacks that I think should be in the conversation that don't have a gang of interceptions because motherfuckers scared to throw the ball over there. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned my lesson. Maybe I learned my lesson because I kept trying this guy, and that's why his number's so high. Maybe we ain't learned our lesson until he was out the way, and now we know better. So now we ain't throwing it over there where you at. Just saying, and this is not me disparaging Prime at all, not at all. I think people should probably be a little more objective in regards to those conversations. And I want to say this. I gotta say it now. I kind of sort of feel bad about something, a little bit. Kind of.
What's that?
Look, man. I kind of feel bad for LeBron James, man. I do. Cause see, this is where the problems start for people. Think about something. Say, for instance, you go to you went to Smith, right? Oh, did you go to Smith?
I went to
Did you go to
Dudley.
Smith? You went to Dudley. Oh, even better. You went to
Mhm.
Dudley. Dudley has a legacy of being dope and shit. So you're at Dudley, and there's a whole. Maybe there's one person. They're like, yo, this person's the guy. But now you're there, and you do the exact same thing, and you're the guy in your era. You know what I'm saying? Well, because you're the guy in your era, they keep comparing you to the other guy. And there's certain things that the other guy did, you're just not gonna do it. And it's not necessarily your fault that it's like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way it is. Sorry. But the problem becomes when you at a point you leaned into it and then you didn't do what you were supposed to. You didn't deliver. You leaned into it and then you didn't deliver. That's the problem. And unfortunately for you, there's people who will not let you forget it. Ever.
Mhm.
They're never going to let you forget it. So in that way, I feel bad for you because if you think about something, if LeBron James had even gone to college for 2 years, right? He goes to college for 2 years. It moves him into coming in the league around 2005, right? Okay, now he's coming in 2005. A little bit later, let Kobe have his time. Let it get stuck with him for a minute. You came in too quick after the changing of the guard. And people start talking about the guard changing again. It was bad. It was a messed up situation from the beginning. From the very beginning.
Bron would have been okay if he never left Cleveland the second time. He should have stayed there.
I feel that.
He should have stayed there. I wouldn't feel bad for anything he went through. I wouldn't have cared if he didn't win another ring. Just the fact that you went home, you brought a chip to the land and stayed there. You know, built up another squad and got somebody to come play with you who don't want to play with Bron. People will come to Cleveland to play with LeBron James for the possibility of winning a chip. If he would have stayed there, I think it would have been a lot more for his legacy, kind of like how we revere Bing, because he played with the Lakers all the way through. You know, he had his opportunity to go other places. It's rumored that he was going other places.
Oh, yes, he was.
You know, yeah, he was going to get up out of there. But he stayed his whole career, man.
Oh.
So I think I don't fault Bron for going to Miami. We see it all too often where you have a great player that wastes the first 10 years of their career because, you know, small market can't get nobody to play with them. Draft ain't working. Getting caught in the era of Jordan, you know, anything can happen like that. So, you know, Bron came in with Melo, bro. So it ain't like he came in with, you know, some Rudy Poos. You know, he was coming in with them boys, you know, so the next crop of them boys. So, you know, I ain't mad at that, but I think he should have stayed in Cleveland, man. Should have stayed in Cleveland. 125, 123.
They should have been co-rookies of the year.
126. SGA just missed the second free throw.
They should have been co-rookies of the year that year. Melo took his team to the playoffs.
For sure. Yeah,
like
Melo
face. They played Melo face.
Yeah, they played him.
Okay.
They played
let me before we get up out of here, I got a few minutes. I got a couple minutes I can get this out.
Fucking SGA on the free throw line.
Run it, brother. All
right. I think the LeBron hype. Here's why I think this went faster. When you said changing the eras real quick, I think this is why this went as fast as it did. LeBron's hype, coupled with Kobe's drama between Shaq and that, and then the other drama with Kobe, the off the court drama with Kobe, and then before the Pau Gasol thing, it was like, okay, we're looking for that. He's young. He can do all that. We're looking for that. Because I can guarantee you and promise you, if Kobe and LeBron had to end up going to that finals, Kobe was going to be the villain. Kobe was going to be the villain.
For sure.
And LeBron was going to be, that was going to be that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree.
And the Ev's other point was, we forget, which is crazy, people forget this shit. People wanted Kevin Garnett out of Minnesota so fucking bad. And LeBron just said, I'm a free agent. Fuck it, I'm gone.
I'm out.
Because you're not bringing anybody here, and I can't keep doing this shit by myself.
Nope.
Yeah.
How many years KG waste? KG, I won't say wasted because his jersey is in the rafters in damn Minnesota. He got a gold jacket now, so he ain't waste nothing. But KG should have had more rings, bro. This fucking Kevin Garnett, son. You should have had more rings, bro. I could see KG playing with fucking Timmy. If that ever would have happened. They was trying to make Twin Towers again in San Antonio and put him down there with Tim Duncan. How many rings we talking about in San Antonio, bro?
Bruh, that's a whole different. I don't even want to imagine that ever in my lifetime. Ever.
That's that NBA. That's
the scariest
dude addition to a team.
The scariest number 4 in the world to me. I'm scared. I would be. What? You want me to do what?
Outside of Sheed when he played before. Outside of Sheed.
I mean, yeah.
You know, outside of Sheed, Wallace.
Sheed. Man, look, we definitely. I want to have a whole. You know what? We should do that while everything is slow. We should do that. Like every episode, we should highlight a player that we think got overlooked. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Sheed Wallace.
You know what I'm saying? She definitely belongs on that list. Definitely belongs on that list, man. Yeah, I feel you. I think I think it's crazy that things played out the way they did. I do want to say though that regardless of whatever else happened, however long it continues to go, he's had an amazing career. Nobody can ever take that from him. Can't take that from him. It is what it is. He did what he had to do for a very long time. And he stayed amongst the best players in the league the entirety of his career. Like even this year, he was still, you know what I'm saying, he still made an all-NBA team. So, you know, salute to him for that, man. I think that there are people who I'll just say this and then we can get out of here, man. I'll just say this. And one day we are, especially says, hey, shit, it's getting kind of light now with the NBA playoffs. Once we wind into the finals, we might need to have a GOAT debate. Go ahead and have a GOAT conversation one night. I know we said we was going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm already lining my notes up because I already know how niggas get down. I know y'all coming with ammo. So, but yeah, I think that's I hate that people put you in that position, bro. For real, they should have just let you be great on your own merit. Like that was kind of crazy. Oh man. Oh, I see we got extra eyes in here. That's what's up. Unfortunately, you pulled up at the end of the show. It's all right. We're here every Monday. Don't even worry about it. Come back next Monday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. You know what it is. All-purpose podcast. Potting for the sport if it never sounded so good. You already know. Salute to Echo Limitless. Salute to Pretty King's Clothing. Thank you to everybody on YouTube, everybody on Rumble.
Thank you.
If you're checking us out, wherever you stream podcasts at, thank you very much. We salute that.
Appreciate you.
Thank you to the Infamous Ones podcast. My homegirl Kay, she came through on Pod to Pod on the last episode of Panther Politics podcast. Make sure you check us out this Thursday. We'll be reviewing Gifted Youngster's new album on High Notes with Mojo Barnes.
Oh, nice.
And get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know how
tap
we do.
I'm gonna tap in, man.
Please do, most definitely, man. If y'all, I know Green was asking about the other podcast. We don't really do lives on Panther Politics because we be talking about some wild shit, so we have to anyway. But yeah. It is what it is, man. On behalf of the squad, man, Evan All Mightee, Phantom, I am Seven Da Panther, a.k.a. Pot Strickland. You get the point?
Everything changed but the motivation. City to city, the same song, who on the station. Controlling the interest. Look how these kids dress.